haven't made a video in a while. I've been kind of depressed. So I'm kind of out of the funk, and I finally have like real piss poor video ideas, but I'm going to upload them anyways. These are things I hate that I mainly see in art Twitter, or like the art community in general. Other people do it. I just follow a lot of artists, so I see this the most there. The first thing is that I get promoting yourself under a big tweet that you got that everybody likes. I get that because everybody might not see that you're an artist just by, your profile picture, which most of the time, but I get why they do it. It's just annoying to see because to someone like me, not even just because I'm following you, because I usually do this with people that I don't follow, if I thought what you said was really great or funny, most likely I would look on your profile and see, hey, this person's an artist. And even if you promote underneath that tweet in the comment section, I'm not checking out your stuff if I don't either find whatever you said hilarious or find whatever you said interesting or see the art and was just like, hey, this is really cool. I don't especially understand this when like what went viral was like your art. That makes no sense. Don't promote your art underneath a piece of your art. That makes no sense to anyone that's looking at it. Like, okay, I see a piece of your art. That's why I clicked on this, picture, because it's a nice piece of art. Why are you promoting your art underneath your art? But even if you're not doing that, and it's just like a really fun tweet, right? Most likely, the person's going to click on your Twitter and follow you, but I can get that some people may not, and it's still like a cool precautionary measure. But here's the second thing that I don't like. If I go to your Twitter or whatever social media that you have or whatever, and I go to where the media is or where your pictures are, and you have so many like meme pictures, or I don't want to be mean, but regular pictures, to the point where I have to scroll for a very long time to see the last or piece of art that you made. Like I have to scroll like 7 to 10 times just to see the last piece of art that you made. You buried all of the good art that I want to see, or I may want to follow you with like random other stuff. Like I always, if I use like the GIFs and stuff like that, but other than GIFs, I don't use pictures unless it's something that I'm like, I need to show a picture of this. But like if I'm oversaturating that on my media, then you're not gonna be able to see my art. And at that point, just make a separate Twitter for your art. You get what I'm saying? That took way too long for me to talk about. I should move on to something else. The second thing, just because someone does not agree with you or does not like your stuff and critique something that you made or asks a question or anything like that, does not mean that you should block them. If you block everyone who gives you something that you don't find positive or is something that may be considered negative, do not be confused when everyone attacks you for something ignorant you said. The reason they attacked you for it is because you block everyone who may have a different opinion than you. And then when it gets to a point where you say something really stupid, that goes stupid viral, and you're wondering why everybody is mad at you, you're gonna realize, hey, maybe I shouldn't have blocked those 12 people who told me, hey, what you said was kind of ignorant, or what you said was kind of stupid. People have this weird thought in their head that if someone disagrees with you, then automatically they're a hater, which isn't true. Most likely, they disagreed with you because what you said maybe didn't either align with what they would think is right, or maybe it's just factually you just got it wrong. But people have this tendency to block people who don't like them for the sole fact that you're not a fan of me. If you don't ride or die for me, if you don't love me, no matter what I say, you're not a fan of me. And that's what gets people into trouble most of the time, because their fans hype them up as you're a great person. People just don't know that like you can't really understand other people, and you can't claim that you're open to anything or any type of criticism and say dumbass shit all the time. Twitter, you gotta learn to, when you need to put your phone down, maybe not tweet that. If you wouldn't say it out loud to somebody else, please, other than your friends, I'm sorry, if you wouldn't say it out loud to anybody else that's not your friends, don't put it on Twitter. Maybe don't put yourself on blast like that you're a fucking asshole. And if you do, at least be open to people telling you, hey, maybe you shouldn't say that, or maybe that's not a nice thing, and then take whatever they say into consideration. Just saying. I have too many people, I follow too many people who do shit like this. It genuinely irritates me. And I've unfollowed a lot of people who that did shit like this, to a point where I'm just like, you swear that you can take some form of criticism, but you just want people to suck your dick and be positive. towards you all the time, and you're not even positive towards other people. It's some hypocritical bullshit, I swear. This is another thing that, like, it's in the art community, and it's in other communities, but, like, it's just, like, artists do this too much for my liking, you know? Change the rules of something to fit how they feel at the time. But artists, mainly on DeviantArt and a lot of time on Twitter too, just make up random things. Example, stealing poses, right? That you can't use references because that makes you this, or that makes you a bad artist. Or it's like this stuff just comes out of nowhere. Or like, you can't be heavily inspired by someone. You know what I mean? And in the examples in painting, paintings look so similar, and a lot of the times there's only slight differences to a painting that'll make it unique to that painter. Because you can only paint so many trees, you can only paint so many people before they all look the same. Even just painting itself, you can only paint a certain way before we all start just painting a certain way because we all want to look just like this one artist. And does that make them all copycats? No, it just makes them all painters. It shouldn't be a problem, you know what I mean? It's not a problem for, like, in the more professional and mainstream world, these things aren't problems. If you don't like how it works, then just don't do it yourself and tell people, hey, don't do this to me, I don't like it. But for you to make it a rule and then harass people and get mad at people for doing it, I feel a problem with that. Okay, so I don't even know where I was at because my mom asked me to do something. So, people that complain that they don't get commissions. Now, here's the thing. Young artists, if you haven't noticed, the art world is oversaturated. I mean, like, if the art world was a line, you'd be squished up against the person next to you. For you to believe that I think my art is good enough, and because I think I have a big enough following, I should just be getting commissions out the butt is crazy. First of all, you gotta, there are a lot of factors that you have to consider when it comes to commissions. What your art looks like. It can't just be, my art is good, my art is aesthetically pleasing. Is your art marketable? Is something that I would want to see on a poster? Is something I would want to see being advertised for something? Is it generic? Is it simple enough? Is it eye-catching? All these things, companies, people, YouTubers, anyone is going to look at when they look at your art. Are your stills good enough? Is your art good enough to promote my company? Is it good enough for a band? All of those things are factors. There are so many factors. There's just this entitlement when it comes to commissions. That's just ridiculous. Just think of it like this and you'll understand it better. It's like a baker believing that because they can bake, they should just be getting business out the wazoo. Everybody should be loving their bakery. Everyone should be going there. It's not how that's going to work. You have to market yourself. You have to have something. You have to have something over everybody else. Or you're just going to get the generic money a random bakery in this day and age is going to get. If you don't have crazy cupcakes, if you don't have really unique flavors, if you don't have all this stuff, you're not going to get the desired attention that you think you deserve. Not saying you should sit there and sell yourself short when it comes to commissions, like you should bump down your prices, but if you see that at your prices you're not getting anywhere, don't just think, well, I just can't do anything about that. People just don't appreciate my art. Maybe you just need to change something about it, or you need to change how you're marketing it, or you need to change something. But don't just think the world's against you because you're not getting money. People don't even need to pay you, or people don't even need to pay you for commissions. You're literally giving your art away for free on Twitter. Like, they don't need to pay you. They're paying you for a reason. If they don't find a reason to pay you, they're not going to pay you. Like, it's this weird entitlement on Twitter. It's all stemmed from this tweet I saw with this girl complaining that she's not getting commissions and other great artists don't get commissions like we should. And I'm like, you shouldn't get anything. You're not entitled to not a damn thing. But yeah, that's it for now. I don't know, these are just random thoughts. If you think I'm dumb, if you think my thoughts are dumb, I implore you to come fight me in the comments. Come tell me I'm a dumb bitch, please. This is how I feel. I could be wrong. I could be out of pocket. Please come and tell me. Anyways, if you liked the video, like it. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. I'm not a good person, but you can go ahead and do that if you want to. I'll see you guys later.